Yeah, baby. We did it.
Excellent race. Well done. Well done.
What's up, everyone? This is your boy Jordan, aka Jordan DGAF. We ran a marathon last Saturday, April 18th, 2026. My first Saturday marathon, my first time running the marathon in Wenatchee, one of my previous hometowns where my mom and my nephew currently live, and other family. It was good seeing them. But we're going to go over the marathon, the good, the bad, what I could have done better, what I did great, and future plans for future races, and just overall an update on my marathon journey. So, first things first, bib number was number 22, which is very good luck number. My dad's favorite number, rest in peace. Love you, Dad. So, setting the tone, my family and I, we were discussing it and we were trying to figure out, was this based off of coincidence? Was it based off of when I registered? Was it based off of my projected placement? Regardless, having number 22 as a bib is something that I will cherish and I'm very grateful for. But let's get into it. So overall, my chip time was 3 hours, 32 minutes, and 16 seconds. So this is 5 minutes off of my PR. So my PR that's been as far as an actual marathon race was 3 hours and 27 minutes. That was in Eugene. That was Eugene of 2025. A great race. One of my favorite races, to be honest. But the weather was good. It was about 50 or so, 40s or 50s. I ran in my coveted 32 Cool t-shirt, not the long sleeve, but actually a t-shirt. Bandit half tights. And I wore the Fast R3s for the marathon. So I've ran in those for the half marathon, which I had a PR in, as well as the Seattle Marathon, the most recent one, the 2025 Seattle Marathon, where I bonked really bad, and this marathon. Granted, they're very fast shoes. I've been kind of having issues with my feet. I wouldn't necessarily say they're injured, but they hurt a lot. And, post-race, they hurt for a little bit and when I was sore. But I'm not 100% sure if I'm sold on the R3s as far as moving forward. I mean, they were great the first couple races, or the first race for the half marathon for sure. And they held up great for both the marathon, the Seattle Marathon, and also this marathon for halfway. But after that, it starts to get, the mileage starts to hurt. And I was in the pain cave. But yeah, we're going to go through it. So I carb loaded about a few days, like 5 days before, pretty excessively as far as carbs. Had a lot of pizza, had a lot of junk, just carbs. But nevertheless, I felt great, relatively healthy. I hadn't been, so the last marathon, the Seattle Marathon, I had been working multiple jobs, on my feet, everything. So leading up to it, didn't really rest up, but was able to sit a lot, lay a lot, and just chill out. So get to Wenatchee on Thursday, pick up my bib on Friday, get more information on that, and then, get everything set up. And then on Saturday at the hotel right next to the start, I woke up. So on Saturday, I stay at a hotel next to the start line. On Saturday, I woke up and I woke up about 5. So I woke up at 5. The race started at 8. So I woke up at 5, laid in bed from 5 until 5:30 awake. And then I got up. Starting from 5:30 up until about 7:30, I drank 2 full bottles of G1M Sport mixed with water and Element, and then had 3 bananas and a Red Bull. That was what I had prior to the start. Went to the bathroom a couple different times, but throughout the race, this time around, it was very hard for me to get the gels and the waters down for some reason. Not sickness wise, I was having a hard time running and doing that at the same time, and felt pretty uncomfortable and had to pee and had to go to the bathroom a lot more than I thought. That's why I wanted to wake up earlier, because I have a very overactive bladder. I go to the bathroom a lot. So it also, my mom, she's a nurse, so she was explaining to me that, also the amount of caffeine that I have, that I consume, it makes it so it's easier for me to go to the bathroom. I guess that's why, when you have the coffee SH, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I felt great for the most part, and it was only really towards the end. But going back to it, 3 hours, 32 minutes, 16 seconds, 8:06 pace, 17th overall, 3rd place in the 40 to 49-year-old age group. Didn't hit any of my old goals, so 0 for 3 of A goal, B goal, and C goal. But that still doesn't mean that I can't be proud. Use this to learn and take it to the next marathon, which I'm on the fence as far as which one's the next one, but I do have a couple of, I'm thinking about it. So really, we'll start with the segments. So the first split, the segments are kind of weird. I also can go based off my Strava, but I stopped my watch every time I went to the bathroom, and I probably overall, no cap, as the kids say, probably spent about 10 minutes in the bathroom. So, as my brother Cedric would say, shout out to Cedric, he was talking about how, you could always take that in consideration. To me, I'm just like, well, I stopped the watch just so I could have more of an accurate as far as the running, but I should have just kept it running so I would have known exactly at the same time. But really, the first split is the 5K. So 5K, I ran 20 minutes, 24 seconds, 0.5 of a second or 0.05 of a second. I don't know what that is. But anyway, pretty much I ran 20 minutes and 24 seconds, which is a 6:34 pace. I was 6th place overall for the men, and I was also 1st overall for my division. Now, I went out pretty hot. I wasn't intending to, but I felt great. And there were certain times during the first few miles, that I was running about 6:10 pace, and I felt amazing. I felt great. Felt like the training came in handy, and I felt really good. But there was a few mishaps. There was a part where it was very hard to tell where to go. It wasn't marked off pretty well. And so me and a couple other people, we were running together and we got confused, spent a lot of energy trying to figure out which way to go, and also spent a lot of energy talking crap to the directors, respectfully. But second split, 10 miles in, 6:58 pace, 1 hour, 9 minutes, 49 seconds. I was feeling pretty good too. So the pace, 6:58 through 10 miles. That's a little bit. That was at the pace that I wanted to be. The fact that I was running 6:34 and 6:58, that was good. Those were good paces. But the next split, so up to over the at 16.2. So I pretty much was at 2 hours at that point. So close to 2 hours. So 1 hour, 59 minutes, 22 seconds, 7:22 pace. Up until that point, that was when I was still first place, between 40. But I fell apart at the end. Right when I got to the 23. So the split started from 23, but that's when I got there, it was already, I was at 3 hours and 2 minutes right there, the 7:55 pace. So essentially, let's see. Yeah, 3 miles. It's the most. Yeah, I really fell apart at the end. And, pretty much taking an additional 30 minutes to run 3 miles was not ideal. And I still am having a hard time consuming enough carbs during the race. I'll have to practice that more. And just still having overall mileage up. I mean, I need to run more mileage and ramp it up. But all in all,
Last seconds, not even minutes.
Hey, any last words before the...
Dedicate this to your family. Rest in peace, Dad. And I love you, Audio, my wife.
Let's
go.
You will not go through the finish chute. You will go right along this edge. This toned off area is behind you. We'll make sure it's clear. We've got a lot of spectators here, but they're here to see you and cheer you on.